In the news tonight, Dartmouth residents protest manslaughter charge against policeman.
Because he wasn't wanted by the police, he's not a murderer, right? He's not a criminal, he don't have a criminal charge, right? He don't have a criminal charge, and I don't feel that that was right where they do that enter into my son's home to shot him and kill him.
And the September 15th shooting, which Aaron Boston's wife witnessed, has left her emotionally drained.
I don't agree with the manslaughter because I know he's in the bed, they come in and kill him, so I'm not pleased.
This was the scene at Dartmouth Essequibo Coast this morning as a fiery protest erupted over the manslaughter charge instituted against policeman Shawn Peters. Scores of upset residents blocked the main access bridge and burned tires and other debris as they continued to cry out for justice and for the DPP to update the charge to murder. Aaron Boston Sr. expressed his disappointment at the most recent development and vowed to continue the struggle until the rightful charge is instituted against the constable who is a SWAT team member.
But if they don't change the manslaughter charge to murder, I will keep doing the protest until that decision has been turned up.
He said what is most painful is that his son was shot in his bed. He added that his son had no criminal record.
No confrontation. There was no confrontation with my son and the police. Right? My son was in his bed sleeping. He was in his bed sleeping at the moment, at the time when the police shot him. So there was no confrontation.
Why do you think the police chose your son's home to enter?
I can't say that. Why they choose the home, because he wasn't wanted by the police. He's not a murderer, right? He's not a criminal. He don't have a criminal charge, right? He don't have a criminal charge, and I don't feel that that was right where they do that enter into my son's home to shot him and kill him.
Constable Peters was granted $1 million bail when he made his first court appearance last Friday. As the residents continued their demands, the police stood ready to ensure that law and order was maintained. The protest was still in progress when this newscast left the area late this afternoon. Regional Commander Dennis Griffith met with Boston's relatives and explained the DPP's decision to charge Peters with manslaughter.
What I'm saying, at the end of the trial, because in this matter here we do in the magistrate court was a preliminary inquiry, where the court evidence is taken. For instance, everybody would have witnessed, you, me, whoever would have to give evidence, right? Just what you would have said, we would have to give it in evidence. And at the end of the day, the magistrate, the presiding magistrate, would rule. Or if they're doing paper committal, if the lawyer has nothing to do with the paper committal, and the matter goes to the High Court. Instead of going through the PI, instead of go through the PI, they could do a paper committal. And I'm saying to you, even though he's charged for manslaughter, if he's found guilty at the High Court, he could still be sentenced. And this is what I need you to understand. So it's not that he's charged for manslaughter and that is the end of it.
The September 15th shooting, which Aaron Boston's wife witnessed, has left her emotionally drained. Like her father-in-law and residents, she wants justice. Fiona Boston said every day invokes fresh memories of the painful death of her husband. She is now left to single-handedly raise two children. She said she finds it difficult at times when the children ask for their daddy. Fiona said her 7-year-old daughter came face to face with the policemen who entered the home and took her outside.
When they come in, they reach up in my daughter first. How could you come in and reach a man? Like children, you reach up to this little girl at this door first, and plus telling she that she must come out of the house. Oh, you could tell a child come out. She own father place, and telling she, oh, you go in and look for your father. If me child get mad or something and run away or something, what I would do or what them would do about it? This really hurt me. Next thing you know, I say, man, I leave them inside the house after everything happened. And I say, wonder where me children them there. So I just run out. When I run out of the house, I go and find me mother. There is my two children in the veranda. And they start hollering, bring back daddy, bring back daddy. How could you stand this? So these people are really cruel, man.
Like her father-in-law, she feels that the manslaughter charge was too lenient.
They shoot him in his bed. He was sleeping, and they shoot him. I don't agree with the manslaughter because I know he's in the bed. They come in and kill himself. I am not pleased.
She said her husband was everything to her and her children, and his untimely death has left a void in the family.
These children just asked for their father. This children's father was like everything to them, everything. They would call daddy anyway and say, "Daddy, bring this for me." Daddy would always be there, no matter what. Daddy is always there for them. Sake of these children make their father never go back into the bush and work as well. This thing really hurting me to see my 2 kids growing up without a father. What am I gonna do now to look after these kids when he walk in the road happy?
She witnessed the brutal murder of her husband and is now struggling to come to terms.
Planning an elegant or corporate event? Let the experts at Star Rentals equip you. Give your event that spectacular 5-star experience it deserves with the options of transparent tents of various sizes, indoor and outdoor formal bars and cocktail tables with LED lights, stage, podium with lighting, portable AC units, generators, executive portable washrooms, outdoor light tower and much more. Call today 226-3020, online www.starrentalsgy.com. Star Rentals, we got you covered.
Hey, looking for office furniture, stationery, electronics, janitorial supplies, or even dietary products? Okay, stop searching, because we at Imperial Trading have all that and more. Check us out at 73 Section 8 Urban Street, or give us a ring on 639-3785. And be sure to ask about our special discounts. Whatever you need, we got it. Because at Imperial Trading, we operate so you can operate.
From the time of the shooting of Orrin Boston, former Minister Simona Brooms has stood by relatives, and today was no different. Brooms, who visited the scene of the protest action, said she was not there to give sympathy, but rather support of Fiona and her 2 children.
Literally can't do anything. She just got to accept, and that's why I'm here to say, hey, Fiona, you know, the most I can do as a woman, I can't feel your pain, but I didn't come here in sympathy, but I come here in support. How could I ever support you? You want somebody to talk with? I mean, you got the kids. If ever you feel, you know, frustrated, how do you, when you come to that place of moving forward, how are you going to maintain yourself and children? I mean, anywhere like that, how can I help? Even if it's just a word. And also to encourage her to say, hey, you know, don't lose hope that God is able. I mean, what else can I say? But God is able, because the Bible teaches me that He never leaves us nor forsakes us. So I encourage Fiona that even if you feel that the law has failed you and the people has come up against you, God will never leave you.
She encouraged the young woman to keep the faith.
In the news tonight, the coronavirus is spreading rapidly due to the Omicron variant. FHL Executive Cleaning and Sanitizing Services is offering enhanced disinfecting and protection services to combat this deadly strain. As you look to transition your employees back to work, FHL Executive Cleaning and Sanitizing Services is here to assist. You can reach them at 592-667-1477 or 592-677-3736 to select an electrostatic protection package. FHL, sanitizing with purpose.
Hello?
Grandson tear up his granny.
Man, granny, what now, man?
Grandson tear up. Both morning. Come, please do something for granny fast. No, I want to get some groceries for me from the market.
Man, granny, you could call Trace Delivery Service, you know?
You know about the Trace Delivery Service and you never tell me? Look, Just give me the number.
The number is...
All right.
It's up.
Granddaughter, you reach fast, man.
Yes,
You got the hook up.
Yes, Granny, yes. Anything else? Everything
I
come
ain't
up to
gotta get nothing.
15,000.
How much it come up to?
15 including the delivery.
Well, I ain't really gotta do nothing else. I just gotta go by NIS and do some running.
But Granny, we just do the tough you know. I gotta do sign behind your check and
You
we
make
can
it
go
joke.
for your thing. You ain't gotta forget no COVID card or nothing. We doing everything for you.
All right, hold on. I got it from a thing. Tear up where you go in. Step back. Step back. If you didn't go and buy it from me at the market, you want to see what I got in my bag. Good. Clean the
You got
feet.
be such your grandson.
Grandson material.
And before we go, a man was crushed to death this afternoon by a container truck on Water Street outside of Monash Wars Limited. There are reports that the man who was riding an electric scooter was pinned by the back wheel of the truck. Vendors around the area said they did not see the accident but were alerted by the crushing sound and an alarm was raised. The driver was in a state of shock when he exited the vehicle. However, up to news time, the dead man was still to be identified. The driver was taken into custody to assist with the investigations. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.